please welcome to the show Tim Allen and Elizabeth Allen Dick. Hello, you two. Tim, I wanted to ask first, we want to say hello from your hometown of Denver. Hello. Do you get to visit the Mile High City often? Yes.
Yes, coming in February, actually, to do a concert there.
Well, maybe he will be on the panel. Let's cut this and send to his people.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now let's talk about the Santa Claus franchise. It's really become a family affair for you, but why did you want to cast your real daughter as your TV daughter?
I say it briefly. The idea wasn't that her mom and I had no intention of this. I just wanted to surprise her and have her come on and do a wave as an elf in the background.
Cute.
Come by in that background, and she had to read because she was going to say something. And every time she read, they go, "Could she read another one?" And as it got in there, I bowed out of it. I said, I don't want to influence that. So she came in and she read it, and she got the job, and it's been wonderful blessing because I said not only, but she did a really good job, and she's with some really accomplished young actors, and she's learning from them and respectful for them, but also bringing something to the table. So hey,
Her own merit.
Love
Good
that.
for her.
Yeah. We love that.
What am I gonna say?
Well, Elizabeth, I have to ask you because your daddy was Santa to millions of kids before you were even a thought. So do you remember watching him as Santa the first time, and did you ever think that he might be the real guy?
Ooh.
Oh, this story is actually it's funny and it's like, doesn't really make any sense at the same time. But I think the first time I watched it, I was like 5 or 6 years old. And I think they had explained it to me, like, okay, like he acts on the screen. Yeah, it's a movie. It's not real, but he's kind of like a worker for the real Santa. So they kind of had staged it that way. And the first time I watched it, I cried. I don't know why.
Yeah,
But
it wasn't a good cry. We looked at each other and went, "This is not going well."
I don't know why. I saw him on the screen. And I was like, "This isn't right."
Looked at me, looked at the screen.
I don't know why. Yeah, no, it wasn't.
And then mad at me because I left Charlie in the woods.
Yeah,
Why'd you leave the boy? And I go, "Remember, Santa. I want you going to school and telling people that I was Santa. This is a bad idea."
Oh my gosh.
I love the dynamic already. So Tim, you're very well known, obviously, for the famous grunt, right? I noticed, or maybe I'm mistaken. Did you sneak that into the Santa Claus? Was that improvised, or was that in the script?
No. I've always, the original director John Pasquin. We've snuck in home improvement references to almost everything I've done. I believe in Toy Story, the second one, there's a Binford toolbox behind one of the acts. We've snuck in a lot of that, which is where my career began, doing the grunt, which really quickly is I did a show for Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company at a sales banquet when I was the first comic. I was dying on stage because it was a banquet, and all I heard was men going, "Ah, rah, ah, rah, rah, rah." Out of frustration. I just started doing that on stage. I went, "Ah, ah, 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 ah." And the men in the room went, "Hey, that's funny stuff, kid."
I love those little Easter eggs. That's great.
That is, but I'm a comic as well, and those banquets, all you hear is the silverware.
Yeah, the clinking, yeah.
Sorry, I had a little tiny
The
flashback.
back of people, because it's the round tables. I see the back. What am I doing for a living?
I got to ask you this, Tim. Christmas Eve is Santa's biggest night, but in real life, do you, as a father, get your presents early, or are you one of those last-minute shoppers?
I'm really good at it over the years, and it's because of Jane, my wife. She's really good at this. Wherever we travel, and we say, "God, that'll be good for this. This will be good." We'll pick up stuff way ahead of time. The difficulty is sometimes we wrap them and go, "What was in that one?" We wrap them early, and sometimes you're open a box. So, "Here's one for you, honey." She goes, "Why'd you get me a bar of soap?" "Oh, that was for the guys at the shop." So the only difficulty with early stuff is you can't wrap them too early.
So true. I've learned the hard way. DBL Nation, you got to watch The Santa Claus is streaming now on Disney Plus, and catch Tim on tour this February 2nd and 3rd in both of his hometowns, Denver and Detroit.
Nice.
Tim and Elizabeth, what a treat. Thank you so much. Congratulations on all the success. Way to go, Elizabeth, and Merry Christmas. We'll be right back. Mazel tov.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.